All right. So we're going to start off as we do in our chair with the arms down by our sides. And let's just start by shaking it off. Just kind of moving the arms and then moving the wrists. So circling up the wrist. And while I'm seated, I'm going to get a little closer because I'm not worried about my head getting cut off here. So move those wrists. Open and close the fingers. And then let's just move down each finger, taking these two pinchers down and kind of pull at the end. Nice circulation. All the way to the tips, and also good for inflammation. Yeah. And then we'll take this left hand and just move on the wrist, kind of rubbing, and go up the arm. You can kind of turn the arm and turn the hand. Go down. And then we'll do the other side. So back and forth. And then we'll take this right hand right here, put the left elbow on it, and put your left hand here on the side of the neck. And just come down the side of the neck into the shoulder. You can tap or pat or rub, whatever feels appropriate for you. And then we'll do the other side. So we're going to switch. And this side. There's actually a lot of adrenal glands, like right here at the front of the neck. So you can also get that. And then we'll just let everything go, let the hands come down. And we're going to lift up the elbows like this and take a breath in. And then exhale, I want you to reach down and kind of firm the belly slightly. So inhale, if you can imagine your ribs expanding out horizontally. And back down. I think I said exhale. So inhale, expand. And exhale. And go one more, get that good breath in, fill up. And then, yes. And now put your fingertips on your shoulders and we're going to move the elbows around. And we'll go the other way. These are the little things at the beginning of class you think, why don't I do this every day? Because it feels good. Do it. And then we'll just relax down, take your left hand over, and we're just going to hug in, move down the arm by pressing all the way to the fingertips. And then we'll take the fingertips here and go back, and back. And then put your other arm in front, squeeze, and then press, press, press all the way down. And then fingertips here and back, and back, and back. Yes. drop those hands down again, lift up shoulder height, and we're going to bend the elbows. And then bring your hands together and just let your chin nod down, not a big spine thing. We're just opening up. Breathe, draw those shoulder blades together, and then exhale, come in. Inhale, open, and exhale in. And go one more, breathe, and then back in. And then just keep your hands together, bring them in, and we're going to take this left hand over the right and backs of the hands together. Now, as you lift up, draw your elbows together, raise up, and then let your hands release and come down. So together, up, and then hands release, come down. And go one more, up, hands release, come down. And then we're just going to let the hands crisscross, backs of the hands together, elbows in, other way, and back down. So don't forget your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. And go one more. And exhale. Now take your hands to your elbows. Drop the elbows down and widen your feet a little bit. We're going to bring the elbows over to the right and lift up your armpit even. Come down and lift. So we're getting those muscles in the back. When we breathe 360, not just in the front, so we're loosening up the muscles all around our lungs. And let's go one more time, both sides. And then back down, release, and then draw your fingers in slightly and move your wrists. And then other way, draw in and move. And then rest the arms back down, a little bit of shake out, and we'll come to the feet. I'm going to move back a little bit, and we'll raise up this right foot and just circle up that ankle. Go the other way. And rest and circle up this ankle. And while you're doing this, try to keep that spine upright. And other way. And then we'll let that foot come down. Lift up your right foot again. Hold on to this knee. And we're going to draw that knee in closer to you. And then release. So here is your inhale, breathing in. And then here's your exhale. Inhale, letting go, filling up. Exhale, draw in. And we'll go one more, breathe. Exhale. And then release that. Leg down, we'll move to the other side, picking up this left knee, drawing in. This is the exhale. And then inhale, release. Breathing. inhale, let go, and one more. And then release down, and we'll pick up this right leg again, pointing and flexing that foot. And then bring the toes back up, and we're going to drop that heel down. I'm going to go back one little bit further. There you go. So I want you to be able to see your toes. And we're going to take our opposite hand down that leg. And as you go down, point your toes and then flex when you come up. So opposite sides, we're going to point the toes and then draw the toes up. And go one more down and draw up. And then bring that foot in and bring your other foot out. We'll go opposite sides, right to left, or yeah, down and up. Point on the down and up. And we'll go one more down and then up. And then bring that foot in, and we're going to lift the heels and bring your knees in and out. Just let them swing back and forth. And now we'll let the knees stay out, let the elbows come out. And we're going to draw everything in. This time I want you to round your back and then open up. Take that breath in. Yes. Exhale, bring everything in. Inhale, open. And go one more. Exhale and inhale, open. Now bring the elbows down, but still in by the sides. Step your feet apart, heels inward. We're going to lift up the arms and lift up the heels. And then on the down, we're going to curl the fingers in and strong exhale. So inhale, come up, and then exhale, ha. In, exhale, ha, and go one more up, and exhale, ha, and then come back up again. Bring the hands together at the top. Rest your heels down, lean to the right, and then lean to the left. And then back to center. We'll stop at the middle of the forehead. And then stop at the chest, right here. Pause and breathe. Yeah, walk your feet back in. We're going to release the hands down and onto the legs, tops of the legs. So bring your hands all the way to the top, thumbs like right in that crease at the top. Hug the elbows in. And now let go. Let your hands move forward, lean forward, and hold on to your knees. Now let the chin drop, round the shoulders, pull the belly in. Let your hands come back up to the top, hug those elbows in, draw forward, move the hands to the knees, exhale back. Inhale, and then I should have moved those hands. Move them, exhale forward, hands on the knees. Inhale, and then exhale back. And then back up to the top, pause. We're going to move the hands now underneath the legs, above the knee. Come down the backs of the legs. And then just up the shins. So down the backs, push, push, and up. And go one more, rock it forward, and then back up. So that's a lot of bending forward. I want you to back up to the back of your chair, let your back rest, and then lift the shoulders, draw the hands up in the air and lift the chest. Look up, and then cross your arms across the chest, do a hug in, and then we'll just open back up, all the way back up, and hands come down. Yeah. And then we'll come to standing. So just come on up. And I want you to move your chair where the seat of the chair is in front of you. Okay? And I'm going to move my screen up because Glenn was right. I'll be cutting my head off. There we go. So walk up to the chair and put your hands right where you would sit, right where you sit. And step your feet back a couple of feet. And this is down dog, actually. And then as we start to bend the knees, we come into child's pose. So just come on down. And then inhale, come up into down dog, and feel that stretch in the backs of your legs. Exhale, release, and down. Inhale, draw up, and then exhale, release, and come down. Now come back up into down dog again. Walk your hands closer in, and we're just going to sit back where the hands are still on the chair. Now straighten your legs and lift your heels. Bring the heels back down. Keep your hands on the chair. Lift your toes. Then feet come flat and sit back again. All right? So again, come up into down dog. Up, straight legs. Lift your heels. Bring them down. Lift your toes. Feel that stretch. Bring them down. Now sit back. And we're going to stay in this sit back. Let your head relax. The back of the head, especially down at the bottom of your skull. You can massage there. It's a nice area for calming. And if your legs are getting tired, go ahead and straighten them and then come back down again. I want you to nod the head yes. And now straighten your legs and then say no. Move that head back and forth. All right. And then just bend your knees a little, walk up to the chair, come all the way off the chair, let your hands move, especially the wrists. And take your hand and massage. That was a lot of weight on the wrist. Yeah, a little more movement. Move your fingers. Okay, and then we'll come behind the chair. So I'm just going to move my chair this way. So walking around the chair, put your hands at the top of the chair, and we're going to step back again, both feet. And then I'm going to lead with my right leg first so I don't get mixed up. Step your right foot halfway to the chair and left foot one step back. And then you can let go of the chair or keep a hand on it if you need. So both arms are down. And I want you to move this left arm with the right leg. And we're going to bend that right knee, lift the left arm, and then exhale, come down. You could put this right hand on your hip if you want. Lift up, feel that stretch in the front of the leg. Come back down and go one more lift. And we're going to stay here in this pose. And I want you to think about the pose. Firm the belly slightly, but keep breathing. Keep those ribs coming out as you breathe. Look up at that hand. And then we'll bring that hand down to the chair. Bring your other hand to the chair. Step up. And then let go of the chair. I want you to lift and release your heels a couple of times, just up and down. And just feel that sense of grounding. Yeah. And then we'll come back and do the other side. So back to the chair, step both feet back. Leading now with the left foot. And again, you don't have to hold the chair if you don't want to. I'm going to put my left hand on my hip, straighten both legs, and then bend that right knee. No, left knee, sorry, and down. So bend that left knee, knee comes towards the chair, right hand comes up, exhale down. Inhale, feel that stretch in that right leg. Exhale down and go one more. Up, breathe. And then exhale down. Both hands on the hips, step up and let the hands go. Step a little bit wider and just move the weight now left and right. Just kind of swing those hips. Breathing. So we started, our last pose was kind of like a half of a warrior, warrior one. And we're going to come now into warrior three. So step in. And then face a chair again. You can put both hands on the chair first. Step both feet back. Lead with your right foot. Left foot back again. Now hands come up. And this is warrior three. When we bring the hands down to the chair and then lift your back heel. Lift your back heel. And we'll come back down again. So if you don't want to use a chair, you don't have to. Lift that back heel. Feel that right leg hold you up. And then come back down. Come forward, lift, and come back down. If you feel like lifting that whole leg, you can do it. Or come up and down like I am and come back down. So stop here in this pose with the arms in the air. Bring your hands together, bring them to the chest. Step your foot forward, release, shake it out. And then we'll do the other side. So step both feet back again. This time your left foot will go forward. Arms up in the air. And then we're going to lean the weight forward. Lift your back heel. Inhale back up. And exhale again. Use a chair if you want. You can get your leg higher maybe that way. And back down. Coming forward. And back down. And one more. Up. And then back down. Back into warrior pose. Bring both hands together again, step it in, let the hands go, kind of shake it out. And we're going to step a little bit wider with the heels inward and toes are out, okay? And then have a little bend in your knees and we'll bring the hands right here at the chest. We're going to breathe in, come up, and then exhale, come down. Breathe in, come up, and exhale down. Now bring your hands over to this right side, and I want you to draw across and back. Come over to the left side, bend the knees, come across and back. And then we'll bring the hands down to the heart all the way, let go, and then back up again. Bend the knees, we're going to bring the hands to the right, draw, and back, across, and back, and then back to the heart. Release the hands down, and I want you to bring the hands behind you. Pause. Now let the hands go. Come all the way back up again. Bring your hands back to the chest and walk your feet in. Walk your feet in. And then release. Let the hands go. And breathe. All right. Now I want you to stand beside the chair. The chair is on your right side, and you can place a hand on the chair if you need it. We're going to step the left foot out and then the right foot towards the chair. And this will be a warrior two pose. So the arms are out. If you need the chair, it's there. Put your palms up, and as you inhale, raise the arms up. And then as you exhale, inhale, raise up. Exhale, go. Feel that stretch in that left side. Come up. And then, now either put your hand on your chair or your leg. And I want you to take this left arm across and then back. Breathe, and then back. And then on this last one, we're going to hang here, breathe. Maybe look down at your foot. Feel your left foot on the floor. Feel those left ribs. Stretch. And then come back down. And then walk it in. And I want you to just notice the difference between this left side and the right. Just pause to notice how it feels in your body. That's simple, just a little bit of stretching. Now we'll walk around to the other side if you're using a chair. And we're going to come to warrior two on this side. So arms, hands go up, take a breath in, and then here's your exhale. Inhale, lift, exhale, go. And then one more, breathe, and now either put your hand on a chair or the leg, and we're going to come across and back. Inhale, feel those right ribs expand. Exhale, firm the belly slightly. And then on this one, we're going to hang here, breathe. Maybe look down at your left toes. Keep stretching, keep opening that right side. And then release and come on back, come on up. Bring the feet back in, walk it in. kind of shake it out and maybe kick it out a little bit. And then get a wide stance again, heel slightly in. We're going to take the arms around, and I want you to get like both sides of the ribs stretch. We're going to just go around and down, around and down. One more round and down, and then reverse. Bring it around. Breathe on the up, exhale on the down. One more. And then we'll just stop at the top, bring your arms down, walk your feet in, and we'll take the hands out and then behind your back. Just rest on your low back. Step your right foot forward. I'll turn this way just so you can see. And I want you to draw the elbows together, draw your shoulder blades together, take a breath in, and then as you lean forward, exhale. Inhale back up, release your hands from your back, bend your knee, and you're in this warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands behind, lower down. Inhale, come up, raise those arms up into warrior one. Exhale, back down. And on this last one, we'll inhale, come up. Exhale, come down, and we're gonna hang here a moment. Literally hang your head, let your head go back and forth as no. Don't lock your knees. Nod your head. Okay, now bend your front knee. Let go of your hands. Up, 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 up. And then back to center. Walk your foot in. Let go. Shake it out. And then we'll go to the other side. So we're stepping our left foot forward this time. Hands behind. Hands behind. And as you straighten your leg, bow forward. As you come up, let the hands go. Take that breath in. Exhale. Straighten that front leg. Let the head go. Inhale, lift, and go one more, exhaling forward, and then inhale, lift. And on the last one, I wanted to stop and sort of hang in this forward fold, let the head nod back and forth, don't lock your knees. Put a hand on the chair if you need to. Now bend the knee, come all the way back up again, hands together. Step your foot up, let your hands go, shake it out, and we're just gonna pause to notice. Pause to notice how your breath feels, how your energy feels, how your body feels. Breathe. Yes. And then let's go ahead and stand back in front of where you sit. So again, you're standing in front of the chair. I want you to step back a little from the chair and have a wide stance. Have a wide stance. And I'm going to angle my chair just a little bit so you can see. So arms are out, legs are out, and I want you to take this left hand and bring it right where you would sit on the opposite side. So that left hand comes down, and your right ribs lift and look up. And then bring that right hand down over to the opposite side of the chair. So right hand comes there and left hand lifts. Look up at your hand. Bring that left hand down, cross over to the other side of the chair. Lift your right arm. Let that right hand come to the opposite side of the chair. Lift the left. And down and lift. And one more. Down and lift. And then just bring both hands back to the chair so you can just put the hands right where you would sit. Step your feet closer together, and then we'll come down into child's pose. So walk your hands away from you. Let your chin dip down. Just relax. Breathe. Now we'll take a little break. Let your legs extend, and then come down. Let the legs straighten, and then come down. And just breathe. And then slowly lifting and coming back up towards the chair, all the way up slowly. Sometimes it can make you a little dizzy if you go from child's pose to standing, so let your baroreceptors reset. Breathe. Let the hands kind of shake it out, feet shake it out. And then we'll come to standing on one side of the chair. Just double check my time. Good. So you can we're going to do a tree pose, and you can use a chair or you could put your hand on your hip. So we're going to lift this left heel and we'll be standing on this right leg. Bring that left elbow up. And first, before anything, we're going to move the knee and the elbow forward, and then we're going to open it up. So we're going to move the knee and elbow forward. You're on the ball of your foot, and then open up. And go one more, knee and elbow forward, and then knee and elbow out. All right? So right here we have the base of our tree. I want you to decrease the width between your feet. And as we do, it gets more difficult. So if you want to stay there, you can. Or you can come in and maybe hold on to the chair if you're not already. And then we'll start to lift up this left arm a little higher and maybe take the foot off the floor. So you are doing and exploring what's right for your body. Hold on to the chair and lift, or challenge your own self. This is your yoga. And breathe. And think of lifting up like a tree would, the branches reaching towards the sun, right? And then we're going to release, give that right leg a break and kind of shake it out. You can move that ankle around, right? And then pause. Notice how your body's feeling, how that felt to balance on that side. And then I'm just going to walk around this chair to the other side. You do you, whatever you need to do to balance now on this left leg. So your heel comes off the floor, your right heel comes off the floor. right elbow out, knee is out. And then we'll bring the knee and elbow in and then back out again. Go in and back out. In and back out, and all one more time, and back out. So at this point, if you're holding the chair, maybe you want to try tree pose right here with the feet a little apart, just the heel off the floor. And then now you could start doing the pose that you want to do for you. You can bring that hand down. You can lift this right arm a little higher. You could lift the right foot off the floor. If you're doing that, find a focal point. Draw in, make your trunk firm. Draw in the belly, but breathe. Maybe both hands, maybe your fingertips touch. Just notice what it feels like. You might wiggle wobble like I am. If you do, this is a practice. Go for it. Try it again. Breathing. Trying to stay as upright as you can. And whenever you feel like you need to come down, if you haven't already, come on down. Let that left leg get a bit of a break. Shake it out. And right two, why not? Why not? And then we'll come back to seated pose. So just come back, have a seat. And I'm going to move my screen down a little bit so you can see my feet. There we go. All right, so in this seated pose, I want you to come back out wide again, shoulders open, arms open, yes. And we're going to bring this left hand, over to the right. And then bring both down on top of that right knee. Rest your right hand on that leg and take your left hand, and it follows the line of that right arm all the way open to the back on the left. And then follow back down to that right hand. So it's inhale across to that shoulder open, and then an exhale following back down. So open up this left side and exhaling, release. And then go one more all the way open. Look out at your fingers. And then release and come back down. Yes. And then we'll let both hands lift, come back to the center. And then we'll turn slightly towards this left leg, both down. And we're going to release the right hand, left leg stays on the left hand stays on the leg. And follow the line of that arm to your shoulder, open. Exhale back down. So breathing and releasing. Open and release. And then one more, open. And look out at your fingers, head turns. And then back down. Yes, and then both hands come together back to the center. Pause and just notice how the body's feeling. Feel your feet on the floor, feel your hips in the seat. Breathe. Yes. And then we'll bring the hands out. We're going to take this left hand over to the right side to the collarbone there. Bring your right shoulder back. Look out at that right hand. Now I want you to turn your head left and look down at that left knee. Let your chin drop. And then move your head like you're saying no. So a little turn, get a neck stretch here. Yes. And then we'll release, come back to where we began, right here, and bring your right hand over to this collarbone. Left shoulder comes back, reach out, look at those fingertips. Now turn your head the other way. So you're looking to the right, you're looking down, and then move that neck again. Move your head back and forth. And breathe. You might hear the crick cracks, right? And then we'll come back to the center. Now I want you to take your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers on your neck. And then lean into your hands. So you're leaning into your pinky fingers. And then move your head in a circle using the hands so that your neck doesn't come too far back. And also, right where your pinky fingers, that's the occiput again, and that's an area that's calming right at the base of the skull. So we don't get dizzy. Let's go the other way around. Breathe. And then just coming back to the center, release your fingers, maybe do a little massage at the back of your neck. And then we'll bring the fingertips right at the center of the forehead and just come across the top of the forehead with your fingertips a couple times. Breathing. And then we'll take the fingertips down, down, down to the jaw right here and move up. I know it's not a good look for me, but nobody's watching, right? And then feel the cheekbones and go across the tops of the cheekbones, right under your eyes. Good for sinuses. And then just below the cheekbones, even better, you can kind of massage underneath. And that's, again, sinuses. You could press in if you'd like. Just do what feels good to you. And then we're going to draw a mustache. So right under the nose, come across and up, across and up, and up. And then just let your hands rest. Let your hands rest. Let your shoulders rest. Let your face soften. Breathe. Maybe let a hint of a smile come to the corners of your mouth. Breathing, feel your breath moving. And then take your hands right at the center of the chest where you can really feel that breath of life. And I'm going to sing a song called Spirit of Life. Spirit of life, come unto me. Bring to my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving love the shape of justice. Wind, blow me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. And then together, your hands at heart center. May the long-time sun shine upon you and all love surround you, and the pure light that's within you guide your way on. Namaste, friends. Namaste.